Alright. Now I am broadcasting. It might take a little while to show up. I want to see you though before I go. You disappeared. Let me see you. Oh. It's there. There you are. Yeah. Love you. I'll keep it like that, just in case. Let me see if I can see myself. YouTube. YouTube. Home. Ah, there we are. I see it now. Here, I will send a link. I will partager lien for you. Lien. Partager un link. Alright, then you can see it. There it is. Probably because in the chat. Yep. You can see, I just saw it in the broadcast just now. It's a pretty big delay. Don't leave me. Okay. Alright. Love you too. You'll be a floating void, a floating text. Goodbye. Visually. Visually stimulating. And now I am immersed. I'm going to start with a simple one so I can just hear some music. Classic. I like this music. I I love having an audience. I'm always a little rusty at first, so I like to play this mode to get used to it again. And it's calming. Aw, you're too kind. I would say maybe I'm Mario Kart levels of good like you. Oops. T-speed. How is the music? Does it sound like loud and can you hear it clearly? That's like the best part of this game. I'm starting to feel it flow a little bit now. Lower the music. Yeah. Options, audio. Is that better? Sounds exactly the same. I see. I can just talk louder. Alright, I can do the sound, the music a little lower. I see shapes everywhere, and it just, the patterns click. It's like how you think so fast on your feet playing Mario Kart. I don't know how it's possible, but it is. Alright, that level has like kind of loud music that's very obtrusive in your face. I'm gonna play different level. Now I'm a little bit warmed up so I can play the story mode. Maybe I can turn up volume. Yeah, that's actually the beauty of it, is calculating everything. You can do it that way, but it's slower. It's easier to go with a feeling. And then to analyze as you go, you start to realize that you can't actually make a mistake. Every mistake you make can easily be fixed and will lead to another solution. So that's the way I think of it. Is there are no mistakes. They're just beautiful, small divergences in the path. They're variants. Let's see. Master volume. Is this better? Can you hear my voice better now? Okay. not in the mood for expert right now, just normal. But look at these S's though. SS. S in everything. I was going for double S's, but I'll get there eventually. For now, we'll just start with the deep. I like this level because it reminds me of, well, I mean, it's definitely supposed to remind you of Underwater, but it just reminds me more of the feeling of peace. Like peace and discovery of like new things. It's a good metaphor for us. And sometimes I like to just relax and take my time playing the level so that I can hear more music, but sometimes I just like to go fast and listen to how each one affects when you rotate the piece. And then I like to drop on the beat sometimes. Yeah, music is so good. This might give you anxiety how high I get to the top. But now we can hear more music kicking in. I'll do it so that we can hear the singing, because I like that. Yeah, the song. Always on beat. You see how the colors go with the beat always too? I like the wail too, every time you make a line. You can extend it a little more if you go to the watch out is gonna get really bright. Yeah. So bright, sorry. I said it first. Miss Delay. I'll finish it on a Tetris. It's gonna be more satisfying that way. This level is dope too. Makes you want to play fast. This one has like a couple of different vibes. It starts off with a very like, I guess relaxed, but then becomes unite the souls. Yeah. And then it changes to colors. Music fits so well with this. Even though it looks like you make a mistake, it just leads to another one, that's all. I love the little... It's so much easier when you're in this side of VR. It's like I can feel where the notes are gonna go because there actually is a rhythm to it. Just you set the pace, you set the rhythm. This reminds me of a festival, Chinese festival. I actually did a dragon dance in high school. I was a part of it. I was one of the heads, and I got to run around and be a dragon. It's so cool. Drums are nice in this one. Never a mistake. Love the way the drums kick in there. This one feels kind of claustrophobic. Super bright. It's all about using the next pieces. I'm never focusing on the one I'm dropping, just the next piece. Always stay one ahead. Level up. Ah, I got a new avatar, Camel. An ump back. The water effects in front of you are so cool. It's so cool that each level has its own flow to it. That's the design of this. It's genius. Sometimes you just get lost in it. Let's build it up, then break it down. When you close your eyes. This game is very calming. Oops. It looks like I might be in trouble, but not really. Although once it speeds up, it'll be a little tougher. I gotta plan a few moves ahead. Never give up, even when you're stuck at the top. Oh no. You have the frosting effect. It's okay. You could go to sleep. I want to make sure you... That's the Tetris effect, is you start to see things that aren't there. Yeah, it is. Exactly what I was going to say. I get the message of never give up from Tetris. Could be because I'm very competitive in spirit and nature, but a lot of times that's exactly what I feel when I play this, and it's like a constant rush if you're near the top. And I get to really slow down and zone in and focus and make it win. Oops. I like to do different challenges and try to make myself struggle a little bit to force me to think more. Sometimes I'll put a piece just in a wrong spot just to do it. Just to see how I can get out of it. Remember the pattern. Like this there. If I put one over there, it creates a top spot that I can cancel with another. Yes. Making Tetrises is too easy sometimes. I love knowing that you're listening to it. It helps me play and stay calm and focus. ASMR, you get music and voice at the same time. Yeah, this game has built-in ASMR, and it just makes you want to talk about each level and the experience that I'm going through. My goal is for you to have the best sleep ever. Yeah, this one is just like a fun level. It just reminds me of the word fun. Also kind of reminds me of the beginning of winter. It's like setting up gingerbread houses and stuff in the winter. Oh you see that piece right in front of me? Cool. Those are like those little dinner mints that you're putting out a tray, getting ready for your neighbors to come over for the once a year party that you have to entertain them, or else they'll think you're the weird hermit in the neighborhood. So you have some fun for a while, but then it's time to go. It was like that party in Sweet Tooth. Christmas, I know! Oh, gonna be amazing. Never looked forward to it more. Seeing you winter socks on my lap. This level is anxiety personified. It makes you want to play it fast to get it over with. I'll beat it quick. And it starts to stress you out, tries to stress you out. Adding fire and flames and people dancing around a circle, trying to drum up excitement and build up here. It's like a, what do they call it? Sweat lodge. To clear it quickly, small lines at a time, because it can quickly overwhelm you. So you have to set up yourself with a bunch of small lines to make so that you can always find your way out. If you just try to build up Tetrises on this level, you'll get in trouble. It's almost like you have to make intentional mistakes to do better. Stressed yet? Because I'm about to win. Going out on a Tetris. The prayer circle. They worship me. They really worship me. They love me. They really love me. I think I can get to 71 tonight. Oh, this level is so cool. Desert. It's so peaceful. Sneezes. Let me blow that sneeze away with a peaceful level. So this level is awesome because it starts in the desert, but then it starts to take you farther in. Then you end up on the moon. And this journey like makes me sad. I kind of like want to cry on this level because this little tiny rover, he's like a little moon rover, and he just seems like he's all alone out here, but he's doing his job. It's like he was designed and created like almost like Wall-E to just do a little small job, and he does it so well. He goes out, collects his rocks and samples, sweeps the moon, sending back data. Everybody loves him. But he doesn't have a lot of friends. because he's all alone up here on the moon. Like, look at this. You'd be totally quiet and silent out on the moon. And this little rover, powered by the sun, doesn't need food or friends. He just likes to know that he's valued. Yeah, the sounds are awesome. And then the end, the final part, as it gets closer, you can hear him. Look at him. He's being driven by his little pilot. I like to think of it as an automated buddy. And then it ends. And then you see the Earth. And then you don't feel so alone anymore because you know the Earth is there. This one kind of stresses me out because it's fast-paced. But the dolphins, it has the exact energy of dolphins. Where they can be kind of like bullies and trolls, but they're also nice at the same time. They're like you playing Mario Kart. They know they're faster than you, but they just hang around just to see you. And they're like, look at this interesting person. I want to get some more information, but I'm not going to slow down. And then the seagulls like to join in after. Doing their little dolphin dance. Emerge from the water. You hear those seagulls? Definitely reminds me of the beach. I wish I could have been on the beach that day. Jump out and splash with each line. They're fast. Oops. Like Bob Ross, happy little mistake. Maybe that's where I learned that. Calmness and happy mistakes. Bob Ross, he may have actually been subconsciously slipping into my mind as a child when I was sick. Bye, guys. He turned into rainbows. Oh, that's awesome. And then city jazz. Sometime, okay, yeah, like jazz. I like to start off maybe a little slow while the band is figuring out their rhythm. And then start to get a little bit more intense. Yeah, happy little cues. And then as the band starts to pick up their rhythm and you start to hear the music kicking a little bit more, this one makes you want to make lines on the rhythm each time. And then they're gonna start getting more intense. You really want to put that emphasis on slamming it down and seeing the reflections on the buildings. You really feel like you're in the city. I like jazz, and this is a really good representation of it. It's like fusion jazz. little distracting sometimes with all the colors. It makes me want to rotate the pieces in time with music. It slowly influences the way I play the level. As the drums pick up and gets faster, tap, 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 tap. So cool. This has cool sounds. This reminds me a little of Uncharted. Indiana Jones discovering a lost area. Some spirits are not happy that he's here, though. And it has horses, too. Can you hear the horse sound? I'll make the horses come louder. There you are. A little bit more intense. The bass. The speed, the aggression of this level. It's very heroic. Spirits of the ancestors. A bee. It's okay, just be yourself. This part, I don't like the first two, but I really like the next two. This kind of reminds me of, I don't know why, but a jewelry party. Like with a bunch of old ladies getting together and talking about jewelry and sipping on cocktails and wine coolers while they marvel over their jewels. I just picture the name Fran and Edna. Would you like to see my pearls? Oh, what lovely pearls you have. Gemstones. And then as one shows off their gemstones, gossiping. It was exactly what I was saying. They're gossiping and talking about how Francine over there, ooh, hers is so cheap looking. I can't believe she wore such a tacky set of fake rubies to the party. I would be called dead with those. That's alright, she'll be dead in a couple of years anyway. These swinging jewels. Cheap gypsy jewelry. But this one is like a light storm. This would be fun to kiss in, but it is also a little bit scary because of the lightning. It gets safer as it goes. Ring pop, and then make sure you go as you show it off. Look what my fiance gave me. A ring pop. Yeah, this one is a change of seasons. So you hear the sounds go through. We're in late spring. The birds in the forest. I really want to hear what it's like to be in a forest like this. That's just completely uninhabited by people, and hear how many birds would be around. Yeah, comfort. Only the birds and crickets are around. And so much wind, and you can see the wind blowing. Yeah, it's getting later in the day. Birds are flying away because it kind of sounds like Cinderella singing in the woods. Cool tall trees though. I would like to climb like Twilight. Oh, this is very futuristic. Reminds me of like an assembly line. I'll be done soon, actually. I'll be done with the journey soon, and then I'll come back to you. Now it's a challenge for me to beat it quick so that you can go to sleep. I'm honored that you're staying up with me. It makes me a little sad when I thought you were asleep. I just kept talking in case you were awake. Oops. I have to learn to not say oops and just play it off like it was the real. Oh, kaleidoscope. This one is a little stressful too. But it makes it really cool, like, after this. This one is hard to see your next piece because it's so distracting. I like the sound of dropping in this one. I like to create that pattern. It's like a squeaky wheel. That's what it reminds me of, a squeaky wheel at a factory. It's like a one wheel is just annoying you in the corner and nobody ever fixes it. And this one reminds me of a Mega Man level. It's like, this would be Frogman's stage. Fighting the boss named Frogman. He's not that hard, but he's like tries to use illusions to trick you. He's kind of like a joke in the Mega Man world. Frogman. But that I always picture like a black guy from the 90s. You It's like that Fine Young Cannibals. She drives me crazy and I can't help myself. That song. I picture that guy. Thinking that they're so cool in the 90s. I never get to look at the background in this part because it's like a little confusing. I should probably look at it sometime. Oh, it's like underwater. Like underwater lettuce. Underwater lettuce? That would be seaweed, sir. Excuse me, sir. It is ma'am. Alright, clear that up a little bit. There we go. Oh, kind of looks like okami, but it's definitely seaweed. Oh, this level is stressful, but I like it. Also makes me play fast. But you get fireworks, and it's pretty cool. That droning techno music in the club. Club fireworks. Oh, but this one gets a little harder too at the end. Yeah, because it's faster. I better clean this up before it gets too fast. There we go. The end is really cool because it's like a celebration. I do appreciate the lightheartedness at the end. This game makes me feel so many things. This one, yeah, this part is so cool. This is like when the club turns up at the end, toward the end of the night, when it's like everybody's like hyped, and maybe right before New Year. And then the fireworks start going off a little bit early, but everybody's so happy. And you hear the crowd cheering. Fireworks, more fireworks. It's getting close. New Year's gonna strike it. But this is a surprise New Year's party because everybody's just enjoying themselves. They don't really care when it's New Year's. It's just more about the celebration. And then Happy New Year! That party was lit. You guys remember that party? It was the best one of my life. So many colors, so many fireworks. I met my soulmate at that party. And this level is incredible. This is Zen in a level. I picture it all. Because you're not in the VR, that's why. This level has one of the coolest transition sounds ever. But this legit looks like you're inside of a peaceful, like, Zen garden. As each line makes it, it really looks like the sun is coming through the ground. And like the lighting is so natural. It looks like such natural lighting. And when the drums kick in, oh, and the bass, it's like, boom, boom. Oh, look at that. It's like sunset outside. They're looking through some screens. I can imagine walking outside and this would just be the most beautiful garden you've ever seen. The drums. Sometimes you just can't play it fast. But when it switches, I'm about to switch to the transition and you're going to hear the bass kick in. Boom, 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 boom. I have a... Here it is. Oh, that's so dope. And you get farther away so you get to see more of the world, and it's almost like you're learning more about the world as you play. I want to go outside so bad. Oh, and this music, listen to the snow effects. Walking on fresh snow. Oh my god, I want to go out. This is Hot Cocoa, the song. When you first walk out on that crisp snow and it's time to shovel or just play while it's still coming down. Look at those snowflakes. And then you slowly climb the mountain as you play. And the music gets incredible, and then the northern lights come at the end. It is just a visual and audio treat. Oral. Halfway up the mountain. It's like magical. Sunset on the mountain. That must look incredible. Northern Lights now. We have to go see the Northern Lights. I cannot die until I see the Northern Lights. And then the crescendo for the music. I could listen to this all night. Oh. Seeing lights in the sky. Ethereal. This one makes me want to cry every time. Because it just makes me think of like a grandmother or a mother reflecting on her child who is getting older, but who has come up into themselves and now is able to live on their own, has their own life. She's reminiscing and remembering her younger days when she still had all this fun life and energy. She still has energy. She still enjoys her life. But she's now living and getting to see her daughter experience life like she did. She provided well for her. She did a good job as a mother. But it also reminds me of this old neighbor I used to have in my dad's house. she was kind of like the witch in like a movie when, no, you can't go over and talk to Claire. She's a witch. She'll boil you up and eat you. She's like the scary neighbor that nobody ever talked to or knew, and she was like always wore black and walked her dog, but like never, she always looked a little bit mean. But then it turned out, as they were like later in her life, I actually went into her house and got a chance to talk to her, and she's just kind of like pretty awesome. She lost her husband and she was a widow, so she just didn't feel like doing anything. She just liked her dog and liked reading. She had tacky jewelry, but it was kind of like sad and adorable at the same time. But then they actually demolished her house and rebuilt it. That was kind of one of the craziest things I ever saw, was them demolishing a neighbor's house. And that's when I got to meet her the most. I went over to her house more and more after that, and she made these amazing Italian cookies. And the reason she always looked so angry was because she was like legally blind, so she was always squinting. And so everybody just thought she was mean and angry, but she just couldn't see, and was always trying to look at us playing outside. And she remembered my name, nobody else's name, just mine. She would always say, "What's that other kid, that redhead kid?" And I'd be like, "Eddie." But she never remembered his name. She knew me, though. These really good Italian cookies, Annis Pizzelle. Old Claire. Yeah, that's why this song makes me sad. Sometimes I stay on this level for a long time just so I can remember things from the past. And I know the level after is so chaotic. The level after, this one is cool because it's literally opposite forces, but that unify at the end. They start off fighting, and then by the end they unite and become one awesome cosmic force. You can see them smash into each other and crash and create destructive colors, and you can feel the tension. But as you start to play, they become more familiar with each other and realize that they have a purpose, and that purpose is to become something beautiful. And then it becomes a celebration at the end, because the music is uplifting. With some kind of cool rap. And here, this is where they're gonna turn. They're gonna start to see each other and discover each other. Maybe they're soulmates. They're clashing now. Let's let them clash and figure their life out. They want to be angry with each other, but they realize they can't. Why be angry when you can be happy and love? Let's unite. Fire and ice, sun and moon. They blew each other up and exploded into blue and orange balls. This is definitely Moana's level. Maui. Maui shows up and then he starts agitating everybody. But all he can say is, "You're welcome." Makes me want to watch Lilo and Stitch just specifically for that part where they sing that song in the water with the surfing at the end. You know the song I'm talking about. I can never remember how it goes until I hear it. Also kind of reminds me of Rob Schneider in 50 First Dates. Oops. Yeah, let's clear this up a little. Where he has that silly accent and that eye. Oops. Alright, let me just clear this out real fast. Going too fast. My brain is going too fast. Volcano. I lava you. Almost done with the journey. But the best music is at the end. Creepy children music. Horror movie, the song. You can't let it build up too high before you start making some moves. If you let it build up too high and get too far over, it becomes too hard to make it out. This is like a club in Iceland. Or they're like a modern take on those people with those like clogs, the wooden shoes on. This is the kind of club they go to. Like a Dutch party. What a cool finish though. Everybody at this party is named Magnus. And Ingrid. And they eat all kinds of sausage. Oh, this level is one of the best songs ever. This one is really hard to get the pace down because I want to listen to the music so much. And when I listen to the music, I literally like the lyrics. And then I learn, or I feel like it's also about kids, and it's like the only time I feel happy about kids, because I feel like this is for kids at that join like the YMCA or a youth group, an after school group when they don't have like they have like activities they can participate in, maybe like a summer camp. They get to learn cool things. But each time with each balloon, and they have encouraging things written on them. But it's hard because they make you focus on so fast. But yeah, now you can see it say smile. Kind of reminds me of like this one corporate retreat I went on with my mom when I was a kid. It was like a basketball fundraiser. That was so fun. I remember playing in it. And I got a really cool shirt. I was so proud to get that shirt because I won our game. And I wore it everywhere, and every time it said like triple hoops on it. And I don't know why, I was just so happy. I guess I was proud for winning because I played with people I didn't know, and they were like a lot older than me. But I still won the game, and I played really well, even though I was a little kid. And I don't think they knew I was going to be that good, so they kept passing to me, and then I kept making shots. And I kind of want to go back to that park just to see what it looks like now. Oh, and this is Mermaids. This song, beginning, reminds me of that song Shallow. Yeah, so peaceful. And then the mermaids come out, or nah, later on. But this has a good flow to it, this song. So peaceful. Has a really good awakening line. That like echoey drum. Yeah, the mermaids come out twisting. And this is their underwater land. It's like a mermaid concert. They're welcoming you to their like festival. And the building was so high just so I can hear more music. A diamond in the rough. It's just flows so well with how you play. It makes you play better just to hear the music and the rhythm. And this level kind of stresses me out too. I need to just focus and beat it. This is the one I fail on a lot because it's so distracting. And I try to build up too fast and then it gets so fast later. Just crush it. Come on, boy, you got this. Yeah, just hype yourself up. Come on, boy. I mean, this is definitely about man's first journey into space and the metaphor for discovery. See, I'm doing it again. I'm building too high. Just focus. Build it. Beat it. Crush it. I know the music is dope and you want to build, just crush it. I'll hear the music another time. Stay low to medium. Drop in Tetrises when you see it. Kinda rhymed. Alright, humanity, you're making your discovery. You've gotten farther into space. Just don't go too far. Let nature take its course. Heal the Earth. We don't need this many satellites. There are things we can monitor, but some things you just shouldn't. There we go. Focused and beat it. Look at that Earth. And now we get into the epic music. This music is so dope. I don't know if you can see my head bobbing, but it is. Literally flows. It feels like I'm creating music as I play. It's an incredible feeling. I feel like I can play an instrument. Playing it slow so it doesn't change music. It's gonna go quick though. Alright, now I can change. Life for the moment. Look at that amazing water and sunset over the earth. And now we're gonna get toward the end. This is the final part of the journey, the metamorphosis. And yes, I should hit level 71 after this. Metamorphosis takes you through so much. You start off early steps and stages of humanity. Early Earth. Not much life. And it takes you through the human journey, it feels like. Like seeing the hieroglyphics there in Egypt and Mesopotamia and Greece. Mathematics and formulas and equations. Humanity's starting to discover that they can use patterns around their environment to alter things. A time of experimentation. Well, what if we do this? What if we observe nature and imitate it? We can discover how to advance. We're not at the warring stages yet. Still discovery. Friendly times. But we're getting there. People are starting to get jealous of others. Humanity's starting to come out. But that's why we're gonna go back into nature. We're not gonna focus on that right now. I'd much rather see nature in its best form. Dolphins and birds soon. Whales, mermaids. What could you be afraid of when you have all this beauty around you? You'll see. The lyrics are awesome. Can't wait to get to the metamorphosis part. This part has more lines than any other level because it takes you through so many stages. Try to stress you out here, but they surround you by peaceful images so that you feel like it's okay. I know it'll be okay. Look, there's the mermaids that came to join the party to welcome you along. Remind you that it's alright. Just focus. It'll all be over soon. God, the colors are just incredible. I really like this artist. Actually, I should contact this artist on like Twitter just to show how much I appreciate her voice in these songs. And then you reached Nirvana. You've gotten to the end of the journey and you have an unlimited amount of time to just enjoy. You get not one, not two, but 3 full sections of frozen time. Maybe this is a journey of the end of life. You have time to reflect and just enjoy before you go. They do say at the end, see you again on the next journey. I like to think that we've lived so many lives and we finally hit the point where we can have perfect unity and really enjoy ourselves. We've reached union. So many aren't in that stage, but it's okay because you know they'll get there eventually. And you see, all this time you were playing in one small part of the galaxy. All the energy of the entire universe are flowing together. It knows what it's doing. It knows what it did. We know. Cosmic energy, I feel it. We are this energy. Turns out, all of this energy comprises up of the Earth. We're just a small part of it, but we played inside of the body. That's where this game takes place. These are your neurons and brain pathways firing with memories and excitement and anger and sadness. This is what experience looks like. Neurons connected and filled, sending electricity to our brains because it's all part of the same energy of the universe. Deeper and deeper layers. This is where love comes from. This deep. But it's gonna keep getting deeper. It's the root. This is like the tree of life. Tetsuya Mizuguchi, creator, who cried after seeing this game for the first time because it was his lifelong dream to create some sort of virtual reality and also work on Tetris. You can feel the passion in this game. This song is about you. Just gonna listen.
With every passing day, the winds might grow stronger and carry us away, but we will hold on to joy to light the way, to keep the reminder that love does not escape. I'm yours forever. There is no end in sight for us, nothing could measure the kind of strength inside our hearts. It's all connected.
This is where love comes from. This is the electricity we feel inside of us. That pulses along with the beat of life. Until the next trip. And that's when life begins again. And you get closer to your soulmate, your twin flame. Until you find them. And then you understand the universe. Hey! Level up. Well, I love taking that journey. I think I will conclude this video now that I've experienced life yet again through Tetris Effect. Sayonara. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. 後で